y'all, it's American Mom. Today is June 18th, 2017. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, and even all you moms out there that are being dad also. Happy Father's Day to you. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I'm not going to recap what happened last time. We're just going to get into this episode, and we're going to stay on schedule. I hope y'all have enjoyed some of the missing scenes videos that I've been able to put out. I've been really feeling bad, so luckily I had pre-recorded about 2 or 3 episodes reacting wise, and so I was able to put that up yesterday because I really I was not feeling good yesterday. So doing some of the missing scenes for y'all was something I could do without having to react. So, and then when I'm done with this, I'm going to go back upstairs and go to bed. But anyway, we're going to watch this episode because I want to see what happens next with everybody. All right, let's do this. Oh, her hair's finally brushed and she looks bathed and clean. Haven't seen that in a while. Oh, she's going to be nosy and get whacked with a stick. I can't handle that today. Arya. See?
What are they doing with the bodies?
There's that bitch.
Get back to work.
Oh.
No. I've been here for weeks. I'm not scrubbing one more corpse until you tell me why I'm doing it.
He actually cared about the people under his command. How do they put it in the watch? We shall never see his like again. I'm sorry. I am.
How?
I only know what I heard.
How?
He was leading an expedition beyond the wall. There was a mutiny. He was murdered by his own men.
It healed me.
Well, she's caught onto the lying part, hasn't she?
I've devoted my life to him now. You don't want to hurt anymore. Drink.
Okay. There's heads in there. Why? They clean them up to take off their head and put them in a pillar? What's happening?
You are looking at one of the great warriors in the Seven Kingdoms. Him.
Yeah.
Him?
He's like, not me.
He's got to be 60 years old.
Oh, sure, he's a bit long in the tooth, a bit withered. Been in the sun too long. We can all see that. But he is a veteran of 100 battles. They wrote songs about him.
Liar.
It's no lie. His name was Quotho. He was blood rider to Khal Drogo. Take me to Slaver's Bay, put a sword in my hand. I'll prove my worth.
There is another matter, Your Grace. Something so urgent I couldn't trust the words to a raven. You once charged me with finding Arya Stark. To my shame, I failed you. But I have found Sansa Stark. Alive and well, and home again. Living at Winterfell.
That's not possible.
Don't
My sources are well placed.
give her up.
They tell me Roose Bolton plans to marry her to his son, Ramsay. A bastard recently legitimized by King Tommen.
Roose Bolton is Warden of the North by the grace of my father.
Indeed. His reward for stabbing his own king in the heart.
We were fools to trust a turncloak.
Marrying his son to the last of the Starks gives him more legitimacy in the North than an alliance with a hated southern house.
I will skin him and his bastard like that wretch on their bloody sigil.
I would counsel patience, Your Grace.
Patience! Sansa helped murder my son. Roose Bolton is a traitor.
Stannis Baratheon was also a traitor, marching with his army on Winterfell. Let Stannis and Roose battle. Let the enemies of the throne slaughter each other, and when they're done, seize Winterfell from whichever thief survives.
Is that Bron singing?
Punishment's wife would sing as she bathed, in a voice that was sweet as a
All right,
peach.
that's enough.
I'm coming to the best part.
Trying to blend in. Don't want everyone in Dawn to hear your accent.
This song really is all about the ending.
We can wait. There.
I like that Bron's been with Tyrion and now he's with Jaime. Bron's just funny in a weird way with both of them.
Unbowed, unbent,
There she is.
unbroken.
Oh.
For Oberyn.
For Oberyn.
Well, she's made herself at home.
Uncle. Father.
Marcella?
Funkle. Cut the whip. Here we go. No.
Coming with me. I don't want to. I wasn't asking, princess.
Daughter of Oberyn Martell. I fight for Dorne. Who do you fight for?
Drop your weapons.
You can smell the shit from 5 miles away. Well, why have we stopped? Go on!
She's me when I get older. Cranky, she's no nonsense.
Rumors and gossip. That's all they've got. Your Grace, I have traveled a long way.
You must be exhausted.
Put the pen
Right.
down, dear. We both know you're not writing anything.
Ah, yes, the famously tart-tongued Queen of Thorns.
And the
Her
famous
pen.
tart, Queen Cersei.
Beg your pardon?
I know you're behind this absurd incarceration of my grandson. He understood that sometimes we must work with our rivals rather than destroy them.
House Lannister has no rival. The High Septon has called for
She's not buying
inquest,
it.
not a trial. Just a small hearing to determine whether the charges against Loras have merit, which I'm sure they don't.
They are lies.
All of them?
All of them.
Queen Marjorie, in the presence of the gods, do you swear that your brother is innocent
She's
of these
got-
charges against him?
She's up to something.
To the best of your knowledge.
Yes, I swear it.
Is there anyone else who can support your claim?
Yes. Yes, Queen Marjorie. She walked in on us once, not long ago.
Right.
She
Just
didn't
deny
seem
it.
surprised.
This testimony is an insult to a great house. Why should the faithful or anyone else take the word of a squire over the heir to Highgarden?
He has a birthmark, Your Grace. Quite high on his thigh. Wine-colored and roughly the shape of dawn.
We were talking about that birthmark.
What are we doing?
They're gonna check.
Let us pass.
The faith is satisfied there is enough evidence to bring a formal trial for Sir Loras and Queen Marjorie.
What?
Bearing false witness before the gods is as grave a sin as any, my lady.
Yeah.
Take her.
Cersei. Look at her.
And how long have you loved him, Miranda? Did you imagine that he would be with you forever? Is that it? And I came along and ruined it. I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, and you can't frighten me.
If you please, milady, will you take my arm?
No.
Lord Ramsay, he said I'm to take your arm.
I'm not touching you.
Please. He'll punish me.
You think I care what he does to you?
Sansa, you have no idea. It's really bad. Nice. No. Not up for this. Not up for it at any time.
Do I need to ask a second time? asking a second time.
Starting to see the true colors, Sansa. We've all seen them. It's not pretty.
Reek, I told you to watch. You've known Sansa since she was a girl. Now watch her become a woman.
I will enjoy when he dies. And it better be slow. Joffrey's was way too quick. I don't care if it was painful, it was too quick. Alright. We're down another episode. There's a lot of dialogue in this, and I'm not going to be able to include everything. I'm not going to be able to include all the fighting, like at the garden in Dorne. I'm not going to be able to include like a lot of the dialogue with Cersei and Lady Olenna, and like those can be in the missed scenes video if you want them. Okay, and then those of you that request them, if I get more than one request for a scene, then those are what I show. So yeah, Jaime and Bronn, another kind of a good duo. I liked Bronn with Tyrion. I mean, they were just, because Tyrion's so sarcastic and witty, and Bronn can be too, and just fell into it and was just, they just were kind of a Abbott and Costello like duo, just funny, like not trying to be, but funny. They come at, one would say something and the other one would come back with something else, and it would just go back and forth, and it made you laugh. Tyrion is with Jorah still. I don't think Jorah has told him about the Greystone and that he was touched. I wonder what's going to happen with that. I wonder, I mean, he's going to become, I mentioned this last time, he's going to become either a full-fledged Greystone monster, not really a human anymore thing, or he's going to die from this, and he's, I don't know, this situation they're in right now about cutting off Tyrion's manhood and trying to sell it because it's good luck. Were there no rabbits nearby? Because rabbit foot is lucky. Never heard of a dwarf cock before. Like I've said, he's not a leprechaun. Stop rubbing his head for good luck. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I think they'll get out of this situation because Jorah will, since he knows he's going to die, he'll do something that, and this is the only thing that I can think of right now that would make sense, is that they take them captive and they're going to the cock merchants. But when they get there, like, Jorah will help him get away, but he'll end up dying. I don't know if he's going to make his way back to Dany or not. And if he did, I mean, we've already talked about his situation, so that's that. Cersei with Lady Olenna. Olenna didn't back down to Tyrion. Lady Olenna did not back down to Tywin. She snapped his little pin in half. Just because she could. When they struck their little deal about their houses joining, and but she doesn't back down from Cersei either, and Cersei knows it. And that look she gave her at the trial, both of them. Lady Olenna was looking at Cersei like, it's on now, bitch, right? And Cersei was looking at her like, bring it. I knew Cersei had something up her sleeve because I was like, are we in a trial all of a sudden with the High Sparrow? he's been talking to Cersei. The High Sparrow's been talking with Cersei, so, and they're just going to clean up the city. And she was talking about, she was talking about herself when she was saying, there's corruption. What would you do? Because there's such corruption in your midst, in your presence. And she knows that she's just as low as any of the other sinners that she's bringing damnation on. And I get it, that this is all toward Marjorie and to get her claws out of Tom. I get that. But I just can't stand this woman. I really can't. She will never die, will she? I thought that about Joffrey, though. I was like, the most annoying people are going to be on this show forever. So, she's just always going to do something. And now Marjorie has been caught lying or whatever. It's kind of like perjury, lying under oath, but she lied in front of the gods and whatever. So now they're both being taken away. And that's when Lady Olenna just looked at her like, this isn't over. So I got to see where that takes us. That's going to be quite interesting. I think Arya is finally starting to understand the House of Black and White. Because she didn't, when he asked who she was, she didn't say no one anymore. Like, she thought she was supposed to say no one, but I think you have to earn that name of no one. And she had not earned it yet, but maybe now that she's helped this other little girl that was sick, and I thought it was a test. I thought this isn't real, something's going to happen. But she was sick. Her dad brought her there. And she told her that it was going to make her feel better, and she'd suffered long enough. And she made up this thing about how her father had brought her here to that house, and it made her well. So she kind of, before giving her the water, just put her at ease, like everything's going to be okay. And Jaqen saw that, and I'm glad he saw that. So I think that she's passing the test now. And he's let her go down because she wanted to know what was being done with the bodies, but all I see are heads. And I thought they were just like the chopped off heads of people, but then, you look at an angle and you look kind of close, and it looks like they're just stone, like they're kind of carved into the pillars. I don't know. With this freaky place, maybe your body is placed in there and then it's turned to stone. I don't know. Anyway, she got to see what was behind the door. I still don't like the girl that keeps whacking her with the stick. But, so Arya's still there. Sansa. Went through with the marriage. Sansa went through with the marriage to Ramsay. I was like holding my breath. It was like, do you take this man? Like 2 minutes went by. She's looking at him. She's looking at Theon. She's looking at Miranda. She's thinking, what do I do? So she did it, and now she's not going to be a virgin anymore, and Theon has to watch. More torture for Theon. That will never stop now. I think that's pretty much everything that we saw this episode. Jamie, of course, did find Marcella. And now that they've been kind of taken away, she's supposed to marry, I think they said Tristan. Something like that. They're going to merge their houses, and I wonder if that marriage is still going to go through. But luckily, she wasn't hurt. Jamie and Bronn got there and the fight started, and then Oberyn's lover, I can't remember what her name is, y'all, I'm struggling. Struggling more than usual with names. I'm going to go upstairs and take a nap in a minute. I've got to go to sleep. I honestly felt like, I mentioned this a couple episodes back, I've had this headache, and I have allergies, but it's been raining here one day. This is off topic, by the way. It's been raining here one day, like raining, like thunderstorm. Like it comes across the bottom of your screen. Severe thunderstorm warning in these, all these counties. And you're like, and it's just lightning and like lights up your house, and then your lights go out for a minute, and then they come back on. Then the next day it's beautiful. You can go to the pool. Then the next day and so my allergies and my sinuses are just like, ugh. So I felt like I was just tired, and I wasn't sleeping good at night, but I think it's kind of turning into a full-fledged cold at this point. So I've been taking some cold medicine. I took some the other day. I took some yesterday, and I took some earlier, and I'm drinking ginger ale. No wine today. I'm really glad nothing bad happened. I just now thought about that. I mean, some people got captured and something, that didn't happen really good with Sansa, but like nobody died. Nobody was in really, because I would have needed some sherry, and I don't think I should mix the two. I've just got my ginger ale in here in my cup. It tastes really good. Yeah, that would have been bad. So, I liked the episode. I enjoyed it. I see the direction that we're going. Cersei's wanting to take back over, and I can see her trying her darndest, because Marjorie was calling out for Tom, and he just looked at her like, I don't know. I gotta look at my mom. What does she want me to do? But you're my wife, and he's about 13 or 14. I don't know. Bless him. He doesn't know what to do, which Cersei knows, and that's why she's really the, she's running everything, because her son's so young. But thank y'all for watching this with me, as always. I want to say something real quick about the mess behind me. My husband is working on this project to this whole back thing back here is cloth panels. We've got a track going across the ceiling. We've been wanting to kind of block off this room. This is our front door right here, and this was supposed to be like a formal dining room or something, but we have our computer in here. My husband has his workout equipment over here. His guitars are over here and on the wall, and I kind of wanted to always block it off. We've only lived here a couple years, but I've always wanted to block it off, so it's not like the first thing you see when you come in the front door. Our family room, kitchen, and everything else is back over there. And so we got these panels, and we got about 8 of them. So they're going to kind of stagger. There's only 3 up right now. So they're going to stagger. And I know you can see through them a little bit, but it'll kind of give me more of a blank backdrop. It'll come right in front of the shoe bench that we have over here. So then I'll just sort of have more of a, I've got garbage over there now. I see it on the camera. Oh, well. Yeah. I didn't even notice it till just now. Yeah, we're going to have that put up. So hopefully by the next video that I do, first, I hope I feel a whole lot better. For your sake, I'm sorry that if this reaction was crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying it a lot. I really am. I'll see y'all then. Happy Father's Day again to everybody out there. And until the next video, and until the next time. Bye.